For many service members transitioning from the military back to civilian life, the process of looking for work can be difficult. The nonprofit group Hire Heroes USA has made it their mission to help by helping thousands of veterans find a job. Ross Dickman is a U.S. Army veteran and CEO of Hire Heroes USA. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for your service, sir.
Thank you, Hannah. Good morning. It's
Good,
a real pleasure to be with you.
good morning. You are an Army veteran yourself. Talk to us about your own process of returning to civilian life.
Yeah, absolutely. I flew Apache helicopters in the Army, which is a very unique helicopter to fly. It's a very specialized skill set. And when I couldn't do that anymore, it was pretty difficult to figure out how do those skills apply to what companies need in order to do their mission. While staying true to, what is my purpose? How can I leverage my unique skills and capabilities in a way that's fulfilling for me? It really came down to having personalized support, someone to help guide me in those discussions. And that's really what we do at Hire Heroes USA.
Ross, I've lived on many military bases. I've seen firsthand the struggle to go back to civilian life for so many of our soldiers. So what services do you provide through Hire Heroes USA to help these service members find work once they leave the military?
The first thing that we focus on is personalized one-on-one career coaching. We really help them understand and navigate the job market, get a high quality resume and cover letter together, and then connect them with employers who are looking for and understand the value of military talent, connecting them through a variety of resources and partner events. We also provide those same services for military spouses who have their own unique challenges in finding employment.
Yes, it certainly is a family issue. So what makes getting back into the workforce so difficult for service members, Ross?
Well, the military, it serves a really unique mission for our country in terms of protecting the country's security and providing national defense. But those skills don't always have an easy translation into what companies might do. It's also a very structured and very close-knit culture in the military. And so fitting into the civilian culture in the workplace can be kind of a shock if there's not coaching to help understand how to navigate that transition. So we really just try to help them understand and apply how to unpack those skills and apply them to the different ways that companies are pursuing their mission.
Ross, why do you think there's such a hesitation from some employers to hire veterans? We know they have the discipline. We know they get the job done. So why the hesitation on the civilian side?
On some part, it might just be a bit of a misunderstanding. What someone did as an infantryman in the Army, it's a very unique set. And if you're selling, medical supplies, you might not see on paper how those skills can transfer from one to the other. There also might be misconceptions maybe about challenges that military service members might have, and that could maybe lead to some, issues around the hiring actions. What we try to do is help companies build, skills-based matching approaches and make it easy for them to understand those intangibles that the veterans bring, the leadership, the adaptability, their learning agility in the ways that they really can pursue and create value for an organization.
I think it's incredible what you're doing. Our military families need to be taken care of. But how are you able to provide these services at no cost to veterans?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so every veteran, every military spouse we serve gets our services for free. We do that thanks to the generosity of individual donors that help drive this mission, some foundation and corporate philanthropy partners that help and understand the value that this service does provide for the country and for communities, and through all our corporate partners that are hiring veterans as well help us to fund this mission.
I understand Hire Heroes USA is hitting a huge milestone. Tell me about that.
Yes, we're just about to pass our 100,000th veteran that we have put into a job since we started. I can't tell you how proud I am of this team, of this amazing accomplishment. It's such a testament to the care that people put into the veteran community. And it's not just that veteran or military spouse, it's their family, it's the community, it's the country that benefits from that. And we're excited to not just hit 100,000, but keep moving forward to the next 100,000.
Well, congratulations on that accomplishment. Again, we appreciate your service. Ross Dickman, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.